Hey everybody, it's Keith
and Gerry.
Welcome to Pop Culture Minefield episode 96.
We're almost there, lad. Almost to 100, the end of the season.
It is amazing. So, if you are a big fan of what we're doing, please send in some questions, comments, whatever, and try to see if you can come up with a idea that we might use for our 100th episode.
Yeah,
because not everybody makes it.
We are considering doing it live. It's something that we've talked about. It'll be next Monday. Don't know. Might just go live. Might go live. Wow. I wonder if anybody would show up. But basically, this episode we're going to go over a couple of things. I still wanted to kind of talk about what Craig did with that video yesterday. Because that was really funny. And, and I don't know if I mentioned it in the video. It's like the opinions of this producer is not the opinions of these guys. But the fact is Gary Biegler and Midnight's Edge, the guys over there, I don't know if it's multiple people or just one person. Because you never see their face. You see the logo and hear the voices. But, they're inside people. Mm-hmm. Have been very accurate. Very accurate. But Craig nailed it. It's like it looks like they might have gotten this information wrong about Alex Kurtzman. But we don't know. We don't know what the status is because he can't really be fired. We do know that. He can't just you're out of here. Yeah. Hey, go hit the street, son. You're done.
Yeah, because it's not like CBS is willing to part with all the money.
No, because Les Moonves signed a really rock solid contract with him.
Dick move. Oh, sorry.
But he's got a solid contract.
Yeah.
So the only thing he can do, and that was what the rumor was that he wasn't really being fired. He was being moved to something else, that he was still had certain things, but he was off of Star Trek. And that one of the other pet projects he had planned was going to be the thing they were going to put all their backing into.
Like short tracks.
Or whatever. Yeah, short tracks.
Or lower decks. Or
something.
Look,
but I think what they were suggesting was it wasn't Star Trek related. And the fact is he really should be nowhere near. It's like a pedophile shouldn't be allowed near children. Kurtzman should be nowhere near Star Trek. Or anything really that you love and cherish, like Universal Monsters, Spider-Man. Because everything he touches turns to poison. It goes bad. But the fact is, though, it looks like those guys got their information wrong or they're insiders, but we don't know.
Yeah.
So, Craig was spot on. It's like, are we going to be part of the rumor mill? Are we going to be part of that? Are we going to, and it is something, that I prefer it when the guys that I watch kind of make it clear this is only a rumor and don't build people's hopes up. Because, you dashed our dreams when he gave his 5-year plan. And you're like, wait, I thought you were fired.
Well, it's like Mike Tyson used to say, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
He with that high-pitched voice.
Oh. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. You just learned something about him. You can do see Mike Tyson. But anyway, this episode we're going to talk about Warner
hiring a brand new CEO.
And we're going to be talking about the mixed rumors about, what is his name?
Taika Waititi.
Waititi.
Writer-director Taika Waititi.
So with that, roll credit.
From the deepest, darkest recesses of Dangerous Nerds headquarters, Keith Moncrief and Gary Kissel.
Oh, you guys came back. Thank you. Anyway, so let's start off. Get going, man, because this is your baby today.
Yeah, Warner Brothers has announced that they have hired a brand new CEO. Her name is Ann Sarnoff, and she currently works for BBC Studios America. She basically beat out a whole list of people, including people from inside Warner Brothers.
Now, this is not hired by Warner, but hired by AT&T.
No, I mean AT&T runs everything. They needed a CEO because they got rid of Kevin Tsujihara. Score, Mister He of the obvious problems with the DC films and a few other things. And something about
He was not quite the visionary.
I had high hopes for Kevin. I did initially because he used to run their home video division, and under his watch was a majority of all the really cool stuff that DC ever animated and put out. Unfortunately, the dude just couldn't keep it in his pants when it comes to hanging out with young women who he's not married to, and also hanging out and partying with certain people who are persona non grata with the Me Too movement for obvious reasons. So, there is now Ann Sarnoff, who becomes the first female CEO in the almost 100-year history of Warner Brothers.
And she's got a perfect last name for any time she needs to give a speech. And this is Ann Sarnoff signing off. So she's a Brit?
No, but she was
at the American branch,
yeah,
in the United States.
She was running it, and now she has been lured over to Warner Brothers, which is a good job. I look at it this way: anybody's better than the circus that they ran under Kevin Tsujihara. That was a shit show, and I guarantee you, one of the people that's pretty happy right now, well, is a certain director who's now just like, putting stuff out on Vero right now. That's right, it's Zack himself, Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder?
Yeah, I would be.
Well, he might find his way back in it, which I would like. And because we absolutely want to see the Zack Snyder director's cut of Justice League. Because after watching it, because I went there with Travis and Marty to go see it for my birthday, and it was great going to see that film. And I enjoyed the theatrical version. Problems with it, but I was okay with it. And then I saw the fan cut, and I'd already bought the theatrical cut, and I just deleted it off my hard drive, and I only have the fan cut now. I still own the film, but I'll never watch it again because the fan cut was closer to what Zack had in his vision. Yeah. But to finally get his definitive vision, because he did finish it. People from Warner acted like he didn't, and so they had to reshoot some things because things weren't finished. No. What it was they second-guessed him, they pushed him out, and they got Joss Whedon to come in there, and then they sexed him up. Oh, it's going to be so great. We're going to have this great loving relationship. They're probably some smarmy French dude.
Yeah.
We're going to have so much love. I'm going to make love to you so many times. Because you know how Warner Brothers is. They're slutty. And so they're like, we're going to love you, Joss Whedon. And then Joss Whedon releases his film, and they're like, we're done with you. You're a piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Which was pretty crappy on their part, considering that Joss wasn't really exactly on the in with Disney at that point. They could have taken Joss and just, gotten him to do a whole bunch, like that Batgirl movie that supposedly he came over to do, which we then found out which it is rumored to be, was just a cover story. So...
yeah, it was Warner Brothers' beard.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Craig will like that joke.
That entire situation is just bad, and it's not getting any better. It's looking more and more like they've decided to go a different direction, and have decided to just take Henry Cavill and put him off to the side, which is
it's sad, but it looks like they're dumb. But
big mistake.
If Zach comes back, if something like that happens, trust you me, Henry's not out. He will push for that, but it doesn't look good right now.
Yeah. Well,
It really doesn't.
Henry shouldn't be out. Even whether or not Zach comes back, Henry shouldn't be out.
He really is a good Superman. He really is.
He enjoys that part so much.
He loves it. He's
And the fans
so
love
into
him.
it. Oh yeah, he's a fan favorite.
I mean, can you actually honestly Google this guy, look him in his blue eyes, and say, "Yeah, you're not going to be Superman anymore"?
It's so sexy.
I couldn't do that.
I love Henry Cavill. I really do. I felt like he got shortchanged a lot.
He got screwed.
Playing Superman.
Say it. He got screwed.
He got screwed.
Yeah.
He didn't get to play the Superman he wanted to play.
That's right.
And but he needs to be given the Superman he deserves.
Yeah. If anything, just one more movie. But I get it. You want to start out with a new Batman, and you're redirecting a lot of this stuff. I get it.
But if you're going to keep Wonder Woman and
Aquaman.
Jason Momoa for Aquaman, then you need to keep Henry Cavill. It's that consistency, because I'm thinking that, from what I'm reading, these the Batman films are going to be standalone and not involved in this universe. So you could technically still have Ben Affleck, but I don't think he wants to come back. I think he's done with it. Mm-hmm. But then again, he's been seen. You and I talked about that. He was seen on set for the new was it the
Birds of Prey?
Yeah,
Birds of Prey. That's what it seems like. And if that's true, and he's just finishing out what little he owes Warner Brothers, just that way.
Yeah, but they might want to have him back if they're going to do another film, to have him tied in with whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit. I've got a lot of friends. I hate Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm like, you know what? Everybody has their own opinion. Some of them smell like shit. And I think that one smells like shit. Because I think it was the one role he was born to play in comic books. Because he's got the good looks to be Bruce Wayne, and he's got a square damn jaw and a straight mouth, perfect for under that cowl.
He can just throw.
Not
shade.
The most manly voice, but damn it, he did well. I liked his Batman voice.
Yeah.
Except when he said, "Something's bleeding."
Yeah, when you're trying to do Batman comedy.
Yeah, Joss Whedon, you fucked up on that one, dude.
Yeah, I will admit, Joss. But you.
And I love Joss Whedon, man.
Yeah,
love his stuff.
Don't get me wrong. And again, they could do so much with this, but not up to us. It is now on.
We're the paying fans. That's
right.
all we are.
Yeah, it's up
your
to
humble supplicants.
It is up to you, Ann Sarnoff. You've got this.
Save the day, Ann. And
speaking of saving the day, comes our next story.
Flash. Savior of the universe.
It's looking like writer-director Taika Waititi will be a part of an upcoming Flash Gordon project. And it's looking like it's going to come out of the Fox Disney deal. It's going to be an animated film.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. Because I wanted a live action. And I know when every single fan that heard that news today finds out, this is what it's going to be like. Why got the Waititi? Flash Gordon? Animated?
But
right.
if they spend proper amounts of time and doing the right kind of animation that Disney's known for, this could be something special. I'm just saying. This is Flash Gordon, guys.
I've been waiting for a good Flash Gordon film since the last Flash Gordon film. And
we don't talk about
also those Flash Gordon ones were pretty good too. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
I mean, you had people from Industrial Light and Magic that helped with the effects on those.
Yeah.
Even though there were a penisaurus and the spaceships looked like giant penises, and Dale Hardon was her name.
I know nothing about that, but
Professor Jackoff.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I love that fucking movie.
You know what? I have a love of the Filmation Flash Gordon.
I like those too.
Yeah.
Because I was just talking about it again the other day. I said the thing that was wonderful about Filmation, I was talking to my housemate Chance, And I said, what was really cool about it is they use rotoscoping. And he was like, well, what's rotoscoping? And I explained what rotoscoping is, which is it was a classic thing that was used mostly by Disney.
Yeah.
And Ralph actually learned it from Disney and went off and did his own thing with rotoscoping. He went a little too far with it at points. But it's where you photograph the actors doing this stuff, because they did it all the way back with the very first Disney film, Snow White. And they would have actors play the part, and then they would draw over the photos, frame by frame. And that's called rotoscoping. Well, the rotoscoping is actually, you actually make sure that the person, frame by frame, is in the right position each frame.
Yeah.
Because it's a process, it's a pain. But that's how Disney used to do that shit.
Yeah.
And if they, take that filmation style of Flash Gordon and do something with this one, that classic Disney, because that's where filmation got it from, and bring it back around, I might enjoy that shit. If we take this as a serious animated major motion picture and not just some straight to video kind of thing.
Yeah. Hopefully Disney has learned their lesson and don't go all John Carter on this.
They will. They're part of Hollywood. They'll never learn a lesson. Hollywood is incapable of learning lessons, but they are capable of making smart decisions occasionally. Because, we talk about it all the time. Hollywood's populated with just big idiots that get lucky. And Disney has a great record of getting lucky.
Yeah.
And it's because it's not so much they run by committee, it's that they run by one person saying, go do this. Make it work.
Well, they're run by someone that doesn't feel the need to have to stick their fingers and other things in every project they have. Kind of makes it easier to actually run a major corporation.
I wonder if Fox, now owned by Disney, if they're going to learn to stop doing that. But Taika Waititi, we don't know what role he is. One report was saying
that he was only
voice.
Voice, and another report was saying that he was going to write and direct. There are all kinds of directions for this, but with Taika involved, it'll be interesting and kind of funny.
Yep, because I like his work. He's a class act.
I could see Taika as like Thun, Prince Thun.
Yeah. You think? Well, yeah, because voice-wise, I really don't know what his voice sounds like, but I know what he looks like.
He's the voice of Korg in Thor Ragnarok, the big rock creature.
Wait a minute. I thought that was somebody else.
No, it's Taika Waititi. And guess what? He's also a pretty good actor. He acted opposite Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern. He was his best friend, the one who he revealed to. That's Taika Waititi.
Okay, I'm impressed. All right. I'm all for the voice now. So it's Godzilla right there. See him? Godzilla's like, hey, good, Taika Waititi. I don't think we really have anything else to talk about. It was pretty good news.
Yep.
Once again, yesterday's video by Craig made us giggle. I really thought that was funny. I want to see more of it. Would you like to see more from Craig doing more of these video segments?
I would.
I know I would. I've known this man since we were teenagers. We met him in art class. He was a freshman. I was a sophomore. And I've loved that guy ever since. Just one of my favorite human beings. And it was so funny because a lot of people didn't get him. And I didn't know how to get a read on that guy when I first met him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever known. He's so snarky. And I get his humor, and it just makes me giggle. He's kind of a dick. Explains why we're friends.
Well, listen, if you like what we do and how we do it, just make sure you click on the like button and subscribe. Like the voice told you at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt to reiterate that.
Actually, I moved it to the end of the show. So it's as the post-credits. That's per request of our producer, Craig. Put it at the end of the show. So he's going to ask you, Duncan Skinner, my English friend, whom Craig didn't think he was a real person. Craig thought it was me doing an English accent. I said, I'm not that good. I can do an English accent, but Duncan does it so much better because he's actually English. And he's in great comedies, worked with John Cleese. And he's one of my friends. I love the guy. Thank you, Duncan. You're an amazing guy. And he will do voiceovers for us until we're dead, or until he's dead.
I like that, but not him being dead. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, and you, and you, and you, and even you.
No. That one?
That one?
No.
Get off our lawn.
Get off our lawn. Get out of here. See y'all later.
Please remember to like, subscribe and comment, as we love to hear back from our viewers. Also, if you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron of our show through Patreon and or GoFundMe. Links are listed below the video in the description.
Y'all come back now.